Hi everyone, wanted to do a drawing video to start the week off. Um, Welcome to my new subscribers. I've had quite a few questions that pop up regularly. Is what program am I using? I'm using Clip Studio Paint, and I checked out their site. This Clip Studio Paint is not expensive, but there's a sale right now. It's for sale for $29.95, so $30 for Clip Studio Paint. So I would hop on it if I were you, and you were looking for a good, powerful storytelling drawing tool. So with that said, I'm gonna hop in here and I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to draw when I do these things. I usually don't have a plan. Um, this is one of my brushes. I don't think that I think I downloaded this from Freden.com, Freden. He's an artist that has customized lots of brushes, and you can buy for like I think I paid $5 or $6 for a ton of brushes, but he's calibrated them really nicely. This is one of the concept brushes, and just see what happens here. The nice thing I like about a concept brush is it responds really well to pressure. So I usually start off with a big chunky brush. So I mean, if I push hard, it'll get black. But if I stay light, it'll stay light. But what this lets me do is just kind of build up the form. So I'm just going to do a basic shape of a person, figure kind of thing. I don't know where this is going, what character this is going to be. I don't know anything at this point. I'm just thinking about light and where like nose would be there. It's very much a more kind of, I guess, painterly mindset than a line art. So this will get your brain working a little bit in terms of the planes of the face and where the light's hitting it and all that. So upper lip, below the lips there, and flip this once in a while just to make sure that the proportions are okay. Then you can just kind of erase and shape it as you go. It starts to take shape. I mean, I'm sure there are people that are faster than this than I am, but it's fun for me just to kind of do something a little different than a lot of comics, as a lot of times ends up being so much line art, and I have to do something a little different. So you can switch back and forth to white, and then kind of go build up some of those white areas where the light is going to hit a little bit differently. Now about this stage, it's a good time to start figuring out who I want this to be. And it doesn't really have to be anybody in particular, but I will make it probably somebody, make them a little bit more of a muscular thing. I make more like a superhero type, which means he would need a thicker neck, traps. And all this down here, just to give it some mass down there. Think too, when you get over a certain height, the computer has a hard time keeping up. So if I get it real big, it will slow down. Alright, so let's make this, man, I still want it to be. It may just be a Vader. Put in some eyelids. It's very easy to get these start indicating some kind of dramatic light. You know what? I may. So I did a. This is how I started my recent. If you follow me on Twitter um, or Facebook, I did a Darth Vader sketch. This is pretty much how it started out, and I might kind of recreate that one just for the sake of time here. So I decided I wanted to do like a Darth Vader. I think I still remember how it all went, like without his helmet on, which kind of comes up to about there. It's like a very uncomfortable helmet, and then it's all kind of black through here. And we can just kind of black in this area down here. Alright, so his helmet kind of comes around his. This will be a younger kind of Darth Vader. He's got all these little scars and things going on around here up under his eye. I have to change his lips a little because he looks a little, make him look a little more posing there. Since I'm doing it with this brush, I can kind of get away with scribbling a little more. Let's flip it just to make sure Proporci is leaning a little that way. And he's got a, actually I have a Darth Vader helmet up there, but I think I remember how this goes here. He's got those little two lights there in the bottom part of the mask. Sits about there. He's got a chain. And here, he's got all kinds of little, like, where his little voice processor thing is. It's really easy with the concept brush too to do like a shine, the pressure. Oops. You can just kind of indicate, like I'm not really trying to make this get everything like perfect like it is. I'm just trying to indicate that there's some tech going on down here. Just kind of the point of the concept brush is to like kind of indicate it in more detail than you're actually drawing. And up here, remember in Jedi, his head was shaped because he had like damage up here, scars. It was kind of like oddly shaped head. Got a heavy scar under his eye. And just going back and forth and playing with the shadow and lights. And if you come across something you don't like, you can cover it up. That is the glory of digital art. He's got very heavy wrinkles under there. His eyes are a little dark under here. He's got very heavy. Usually, if because I drew Darth Vader over the weekend, basically the same thing. I'm just kind of recreating it. I spent a lot of time looking at reference for that. Well, as I was going, I had like the file up on my computer. But the thing is, if you've done that once, at least for me, for a while afterwards, I don't need to look at the reference anymore. Kind of jog my memory. Not like 6 months from now, it would be a different story, but I'll forget it. As the details kind of start emerging, the scribbleness kind of things start blending together. The more you go over it, and don't want to go up there. That makes it look like he's curious and not imposing. And I am gonna not. Let's see if he. I'm not gonna add the shine into his eyes. He looks less imposing that way. A little more mystery if you anytime you hide a character's eyes, it's always more imposing. And I'm over here. I've got my quick keys on my Cintiq. I don't know if you can hear me kind of doing that. That's picking up or not, but I'm changing the size of the brush on the little rocker ring thing here. Tighten this up. Alright, so he's got down here, yeah, he's got a chain that comes under here. So here, we're going to kind of indicate where the bottom of the mask is, and then there's a chain. Comes right over there, as it comes in the shadow. In the front of his suit, I should probably do a bigger. There. Some lighter on there, and one of the cool things, again with the concept brush, like I just mentioned, you can do shine, so the black part actually is really kind of reflective here. A little bit on the white too, but he's got that little life support box, which is not much room for, but just kind of scribble that down. I'm still not happy with his eyes. Didn't take much to fix. Now, the cool thing is, I mean, you always start with a bigger brush and then get down to the thinner to get the details. Basically, that's the concept brush is a little more kind of painterly tool. So you want to, again, start big, and then the last thing going with these little fine details. And that should about be good enough for our purposes here. So that's a really quick, really quick Darth Vader. Cover up that part so it's actually under his cape. There. Pretty quick little Darth Vader thing. So anyway, again, just wanted to do a drawing video to start off the week. I do a lot of vlogs and just about things in general. But if you have any questions about Clip Studio, if I don't know the answer, I can find it out. Check out my webcomic and webtoon, link below. I have a Patreon, which I'm going to be updating and changing things around. I mean, I'm kind of in the middle of the process of doing that. But like and subscribe if you haven't. Click the bell for notifications about the description, and we'll see you tomorrow.